I'm Vice Chancellor for Research, Economic Development, and Engagement, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to this award lunch for our 10th annual Research and Creative Achievement Week. We've got some of our deans in the room, we've got the provost in the room, but this is not about them. They're here to honor the students. It's about you. Sorry, deans and provost. So I'd like to say that this is the culmination of a great week, but really it's the culmination of 2 great weeks. We started last week with President Spelling's visit, and the last session that she went to before the reception, before alcohol, we featured about 12 projects that had students, faculty, and community partners together. And the students and the faculty were able to really convey, and the partners were really able to convey to President Spellings the impact, the quality of our creative activities, our scholarship, our research, and what it means to this region. She walked away very complimentary. Then we have this week, over 360 presentations made from every college represented. And they ranged from choreography that was inspired by biology, skin, in fact, which was interesting, to somebody monitoring brain waves as a way to assess blood glucose levels and changes in blood glucose levels in diabetics. And every one of those presentations now was judged, critiqued. And those presenters had to convey the importance of their work. And I can tell you that determining the best of the best wasn't easy. In a lot of cases, the difference between 1 and 2 was the width of a hair, you know? We have just some exceptional work going on by the students and faculty at this institution. And then yesterday, Board of Trustees happens, and we get a presentation by 4 students about innovative projects that they're doing. One of those, Regift. They started a company to basically take partially used and unused gift cards, aggregate the balances off of those cards, and apply those to buy food for the poor and the hungry. Another one developed an app to help scholars from rural areas better assimilate into our university environment when they get here, improve their chances for success. Great work. The trustees were very impressed with the knowledge of the students, the level of students, the expertise that they conveyed, and the way they identified significant problems and, developed solutions or potential solutions. And then this morning, we had the Big Data Symposium. Big data is changing every single aspect of our society. Right? And we had over 100 scholars, 120 scholars there discussing it with some industry partners, experts that were in. Right? So, this is more than just the culmination of a great week. This is really a celebration of the creative activities, the scholarship that's going on at this institution. And I really am very appreciative of all of what you do and your being here to celebrate that with us. So one of the sessions that I went to was the intersection of art and science, at Science, right? And Tim Christensen presented. And he talked about art, science, and wonder, and the relationship between those things. So art, that perception of our world and how you represent that. And wonder, how somebody perceives that, looks at it, and becomes curious about what's underneath it, the how, the what, the why. And then science, that disciplined method approach to answering those questions. And what I liked about that is It provided room for everybody. It acknowledged the artist, the philosopher, the scientist. Right? We're a community, and together we do great things. And that's what we're seeing in our research projects as well. It's just a tremendous amount of interdisciplinary work going on, incorporating people from all disciplines. So, enough's enough. Let's get on with the awards. We're going to start with one that actually is not on the program. If you've looked at our posters here, right? For 6 years, we've been going to the graphic arts class and recruiting students to do our posters. The one done this year was by Thomas Davis, who's here. Thomas, would you come up? He's a senior in the School of Art and Design, right? And he did the wonderful artwork that's here. Tom, you want to come up and we've got a little appreciation for your work. It's really beautiful. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thomas. Paul Gemperlein, Dean of the Graduate School, is going to come forward and start us off.
Thank you, Michael. I want to, first of all, I want to briefly thank Tom McConnell and Dr. Tom McConnell and Dr. Mary Farwell for all of the great work that they've done organizing this event this week. How many years now, Tom? 6. 6 years. 6 and 8 years. So, and then there's a lot of people that have worked behind the scenes to help make this happen as well. And Tom, I guess you'll mention those when you come up. But please, a great round of applause for the organizers. I know every year that Thomas and Mary continue to improve and enhance what we do. They take what they've learned from the previous year, and I know that it's always in good hands. So I have the honor to recognize 2 faculty who have won our annual fourth annual ECU Distinguished Graduate Faculty Mentor Awards. These awards are given annually to faculty members who exemplify outstanding commitments to academic, professional, and professional development of our graduate students through mentoring and advising. And there's one award given in the master's category and one award given in the doctoral candidate category. Each recipient receives $1,000 for professional expenses and is recognized today at this ceremony. The selection committee, let's see, any members of the thesis or the mentor selection committee present? If you would please stand and let us thank you for your service. Nope. Okay. And the selection is based on input from colleagues and students, and includes information about their development of communications, interpersonal research, and professional skills within their students. So the first person I want to recognize is in the doctoral candidate, Dr. Crystal Chambers. Accepting for Dr. Chambers is Katrina Davis. Is Katrina? Yeah. So Katrina, if you would come up for a moment. Crystal has been an associate professor in the College of Education since 2012. She has a Juris Doctorate and a PhD in educational policy from University of Virginia. Her PhD is in education policy and evaluation. She's authored and co-authored numerous publications. You can read about that in the program. And I would like to just to mention briefly some of the comments that people made about her nomination. And this is, I think, from her chair, Dr. Art Rouse. Dr. Chambers has worked tirelessly with students to develop their leadership skills so that the students may positively impact the campuses they serve. Katrina Davis was one of the nominating students. Her comment, she has an unwavering dedication to improving higher education programs, policy, and practice, and does so with a focus on maximizing student development and learning experience. And then from another student. Dr. Chambers is a talented scholar and mentor who excels with assisting students to see both the details and the big picture. So our congratulations to Crystal, and thank you very much for being present to receive the award. The second award is in the master's category and goes to Dr. William Allen. I'm very especially proud because Dr. Toby Allen, as we call him, is in the Department of Chemistry, my home department. Dr. Allen is an associate professor in the Department of Chemistry at ECU. He specializes in organic chemistry and is currently engaged in research on developing new molecules that promote transport of anions across cell membranes. This approach may be helpful in reducing symptoms associated with cystic fibrosis. He has his PhD from the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill and a postdoc fellowship with the American Cancer Society at UT Austin. He has been recognized by numerous awards since he's been in the faculty here at ECU, including the Board of Governors Distinguished Professor for Teaching, National Academy of Inventors, among others. He's an author of numerous articles and several books as well. And just to note some comments from some of his students. The success of a mentor is largely assessed by the success of their mentees' pursuits. And in this regard, Professor William Allen was and continues to be an excellent mentor. Professor Allen was not only a good mentor academically and professionally, but personally as well. From a colleague in the Department of Chemistry, I can honestly say that he is the epitome of what faculty mentor should be: an advisor, a teacher, a colleague, a cheerleader, and a sounding board. And from another colleague in chemistry, Dr. Allen pushes his students to grow and excel, but also provides the support they need to remain engaged and be highly motivated to succeed as individuals. He has a remarkable ability to know how to provide each one with the tools and support that best suits their personal development. So congratulations, Toby. We have also thesis and dissertation awards. So the next category of award is the ECU Master's Thesis Award in the category of Math, Physical Sciences, and Engineering. And the award goes to Apil Tamang, is that correct pronunciation? Apil is graduated with an MS in software engineering, and the title of his thesis is a constraint-based method for flow-sensitive static type analysis of PHP using RCAW meta programming platform. Now, I know a little bit of computer programming myself, so I did a little Google searching, and PHP is a scripting language used on server sides for serving up web pages, and his thesis research developed methods for ferreting out errors and bugs in those kind of codes. That's the short version, right? Did I do all right? And you can read more about his thesis in the program. Congratulations. The next award goes to Catherine Hobbs. She has an MFA in Art, Textile, and Design. The title of her thesis is The Phenomenology of Impairment. And over the course of her studies, she's created work and wrote papers in connection with dealing and living with mental illness. She has worked with individuals on characterizing which is characterized by the systematic reflection on the structures of consciousness and the subjective experiences associated with it. She's looked at 5 central concepts and created works of self-discovery with over 365 mixed media textile self-portraits. You can read a lot more about her work. Her major advisor, thesis advisor, Christine Zoller, stated that she cannot think of any other textile artist who has approached the subject matter in a way that Catherine had done, which makes her work special and unique. Catherine, congratulations. And then ECU Dissertation Award in the category Social Sciences, Business, and Education goes to Jonathan Wilson. Is John? Yeah. Okay, so, and accepting on his behalf. The title of his dissertation is, it's a PhD in medical family therapy. And the title of his, from the Department of Human Development and Family Science in the College of Health and Human Performance. His dissertation title is Partner Violence Among Migrant and Seasonal Farm Working Women, a Phenomenological Study. Jonathan studied intimate partner violence as a pervasive health problem with serious consequences for women. He designed and wrote a phenomenological study to capture the lived experiences and screened for these addressing for this intimate partner violence problem in 9 healthcare providers. The goal of the work of his dissertation was to develop training that helps healthcare providers to not only screen and treat this problem more effectively, but to identify resources in the community available to bilingual and often uninsured Latino populations. Dr. Wilson is currently an assistant professor at Oklahoma Baptist University. So our congratulations to Jonathan. And then I forgot to mention, do we have members of the Thesis and Dissertation Selection Committee? This is never an easy one. It's never an easy task, so our thanks go to the faculty and who served on that committee as well. And then let's see, next up is Tom McConnell, I think, for Graduate Student Awards. Oh, maritime. Right, Alex.
Is Alex Manda here? Thank you. Alex will be presenting the first Coastal Science Scholar Award, and I'll let him talk about that and introduce the winner for that. Thank you, Alex.
Thank you very much. To recognize outstanding scholarship contributing to our knowledge, understanding, and improvement of physical, biological, and human systems of the coastal environment, the Coastal Maritime Council at East Carolina University grants an award of $1,000 to deserving recipients. The recipient of the award this year is Dr. Eben Bin, an assistant professor in the Department of Engineering who has been at East Carolina University since 2012. His research interests are focused on quantifying the effects of stormwater and wastewater inputs on coastal water quality and looking for innovative solutions to improve stormwater and wastewater management in coastal watersheds. While at East Carolina University, Dr. Bean has been the first author on 2 peer-reviewed journal articles and 2 book chapters and co-author on an additional article, and he currently has 4 manuscripts in preparation. Dr. Bean has been principal investigator or co-investigator on 11 funded projects with support totaling $788,186. He has been a productive researcher while performing research and outreach that has helped East Carolina University, the City of Greenville, and other communities such as those at Cedar Point and in Blount's Creek watershed. In recognition of his outstanding efforts to integrate scholarship and teaching, Dr. Bean was awarded an East Carolina University Scholar Teacher Award in 2012. Please join me in recognizing Dr. Eben Bean for this achievement, which is the Coastal Maritime Scholar Award for 2016. Eben Bean.
Okay, next we start the recognition for the Research and Creative Achievement Week awardees. The first up is the undergraduate awards. So every year, Dr. McConnell and I have a little bit of a competition going. He doesn't like me to talk about this, but between the numbers of undergraduates and the numbers of graduate presentations at RCAW. And this year we won! But it's not about a competition, but in fact,
It's so on.
it is. So, yeah, it's so on. But anyway, we really appreciate it. In fact, in all seriousness, I really appreciate the winners because the high level of presentation that all of you at both the graduate and undergraduate level aspire to and present at lifts the bar for everyone else. So I really appreciate all of you presenting here. This does not have to be, I mean, some of you don't have to present at this venue. There's lots of other conferences that will gladly accept your presentation. So we're really pleased that you chose to present our Research and Creative Achievement Week. Let's just give a first round of applause to everybody who won, even though we haven't said anything yet. Okay, our first up is the Oral Presentation Awards. The first category is Engineering and Technology. Michaela Howell and the mentor Teresa Ryan. Is Michaela here? Okay, Teresa's coming up, that's fine. In Humanities, Catherine Medinas, the mentor is Lee Johnson. Natural Sciences, Erica Dietrich, the mentor is Claudia Joles. In Social Sciences, Paul Solanellis, the mentor is John Howard. And now to the Poster Presentation Awards. Biomedical Sciences, Lucas Hopkins, the mentor is Timothy Christensen. In Engineering, Ruben Holtzman, the mentor is Leonard Palmer. Great, and some of these awards did have teams. We may not have captured all the teammates' names, but we will give awards to each of the team members. So make sure you give us that information later. In Human Health, Dennis Wilson, the mentor is Matt Mahar. In Natural Sciences, Heinz Dinter, the mentor is Tim Christensen. Social science, Ryan Carter Stanley. The mentor is Susan McCammon. And also Leslie Lutz. Okay. Leslie is not here today, but Susan's going to accept the award. And technology, computer science category, Michael Bevins, the mentor, Amy Frank. And then the last category is the online poster award for undergraduates. This is a general category because we don't have a lot of online submissions. The winner is Sandy Jalal, and the mentor was Robert Chin. And now Tom's going to present the master's and graduate awards.
Thank you all for being here. This is a super crowd, by the way. This is just fantastic. And the whole week has been more energized than I ever remember seeing it, so I want to say that. And another committee, let me just mention, I think Paul may have mentioned this, that the mentors will be receiving a check for $1,000 each, and the thesis dissertation winners will be receiving checks for $500 each. We needed to get the programs done, which we were working on this morning, before we can start that process. So the check's not in the mail yet. But it will be, and you can bug me about that. That's totally cool. We've had just a wonderful crew this time. I would like to, and I know we have members for the Research Creative Achievement Week Committee. One of them just mentored one of the students. If you guys would stand, please. They've done a tremendous job. You got to stand. I'm sorry. Bob, got to stand. Do we have some other members here? And Julia's helped us well. Taylor. Also, I'm going to ask Taylor DeMent to stand again because he has been the right hand, left hand of a triumvirate with me, Mary, and Taylor on the in-house intensity. So a special thanks, and his wife Abby is here too, but a very special thank you to Taylor. He is our go-to person and incredibly important for us. And we touched on this a number of times with the Mentor Awards, but just to say that for all the people that, for all the students that are presenting here, they do have mentors. We designed the abstract submission form 6 years ago to include a mentor cycle in it. So I want to thank you guys, all the people who mentored every student, winner or not, for making this happen, because that's part of the learning process and that's the most fun and the most exciting. So a thank you to the students, but also a big thank you to the mentors. Thank you very much. All the mentors. We'll start with the, let me find my place now, with the Master Student Poster Awards, Biomedical Sciences. And our first winner is Katie Clements, mentor Fadi Isa. Social status-dependent modulation of dopamine of an identified brain circuit. I don't know if I'm going to read every title.
Okay, we're not reading them.
Okay. The co-chair has spoken, and she won this year, so I guess I have to listen. Natural Sciences, Stephanie Webb, mentor, Sid Mitra. Social Sciences, Andrew Taylor, mentor, Kristen Dolbier. Oral awards, education, Amanda Peterson, mentor, Virginia Sage. Engineering technology, Rana Abdul Salam, mentor, Teresa Ryan. And daughter of one of our associate deans, Tariq. The father's taking a picture from the back. Fine arts, Hosanna Rubio, mentor, Ken Bova. Oral awards, biomedical sciences. This award is a graduate student awards, which is a category that includes both master's and doctoral students. We didn't have enough students in a category to break the categories apart. So our first winner is a doctoral student in biomedical sciences, Blake Rushing. Mentor Mustafa Salim is here to accept the award. Blake couldn't make it. Thank you, Mustafa. Thank you. Oral awards, natural sciences, master student Thomas Miller, mentor Fada Isa. Social sciences, doctoral winner Melissa Decker, mentor Heather Littleton. Human Health Poster Awards, Master's category, Aaron Russell, mentor Denise Donica. Humanities, Master's Award, Julie Mann, mentor Ben Seidel. Justin? Justin, what? Justin Mann, I don't even know what I said. Online Poster Award, Masters, General Category, Online, David Kurgat, mentor Kanchan Das. (2016) Doctoral Category, Student Awards, Poster Awards, Biomedical Sciences, Dan Layden, mentor Rukia Vendras. Natural Sciences, Allison Stewart, mentor Roger Olafson. Social Sciences, Fiona Miller, mentor Shanaz Aziz. Okay, Shanaz is on family leave, so Susan McCammon, Chair of the Department, is accepting for her. For Fiona Moyer. And I'm going to invite Kathy Verbanek up now. Good thing I wrote that in as a note, to present the postdoctoral award.
Well, Mary and I didn't strike any deals, so I'm going to talk for just a second. This is the third year that we've had postdoctoral scholars be a part of this endeavor, and it's just been a wonderful opportunity. And I'm delighted this year that the award winner is Tim Heaton from the Department of Kinesiology. And a check is in the mail for Tim.
That was me. I hit a chord.
How many PhDs does it take to fix?
All right, we're going to try not to touch any more wires. Please don't forget also that those of you that have won trophies can get the box that will fit that in to help protect it so you don't drop it on the way out, which I would do. And they're over there. Margaret Pio has them off to my right, your whatever there. Thank you very much. I would also like to mention the Carol F. Volkman recognition for doctoral students at the Brody School of Medicine. In fact, we have the Dean of the Brody School of Medicine here today. This is an award that is given annually by the ECU Brody School of Medicine to the graduate students at the Brody Graduate Student Celebration, but they select that winner at our Research and Creative Achievement Week event, which is very nice. And in fact, this event in many ways began with Brody School of Medicine. The winners of the Carol F. Volkman Award earned top honors in oral and poster presentation groups during the previous year's RCAW. The award was established by Al Volkman in honor of his wife, Carol F. Volkman, and is funded by a donation from the Volkman family. The oral presentation award for the Volkman Award went to Cameron Schmidt, Physiology Advisor Joe McClung. Is Cameron Schmidt here by chance? His title was Mitochondrial Respiration is Attenuated in the Ischemic Muscle of Genetically Susceptible Mice. I do better with some of these titles than I do with names. I apologize. Poster presentation last year for the Volkman Award is Amanda Rushing, Microbiology and Immunology, and we have the previous chair, now Associate Dean of Brody School of Medicine, Jeff Smith here. Amanda Rushing, Micro and Immunology, Advisor Isabel Lamison. And does Amanda happen to be here? We always want to recognize them. We have a long history of working with them, so we're very glad to do that. HCLV1, basic leucine zipper factor, HBZ, interacts with small MAF transcription factors. I can do that. I also want to thank all of the judges, and Mary, one of her big roles of many with Research Week as my co-chair, is to work with the judges, and this event would not be the same. I think the excitement that we have is due to having this as a juried event, and that makes it incredibly complicated. And I dare say most of the mentors in this room acted as judges, and that is incredibly important and leads to the excitement and helps with attendance too, and getting other people to attend. So that is just a super thing that I want to thank everyone. Thank the judges especially for, and if we can give all the judges a hand, all the judges. And I do want to thank Provost Ron Mitchelson for being here today. I'm sure that was said earlier, but it is wonderful to have the Provost here. He literally ran, I think, well, walked fast from a Board of Trustees meeting to specifically attend this. It was a nip and tuck whether he could make this, so we're very thankful to have the Provost here. Just what he thinks and how important this event is. And I'll tell you, it's just been a fantastic year. So we have plenty of picture opportunities. We thank everyone for being here. This was just a fantastic way to wind this down. I personally may need a beer around now, but that's just me. But we don't have that here, but we do have the cases in the back, plenty of photographic opportunities, and thank you so much, everyone, for being here. And good luck and have a great weekend. Bye-bye.